This classic look back at the January 2008 matchup between surefire future Hall of Famers Roy Jones and Felix Trinidad at supporters in New York's Madison Square Garden.
Round one. And no, it's the punching power to confound that have left. And he
neutralizes any left and try to land right hand. Tempted to land it. He tried, but he seems to look so much, and he's.
I'm still waiting.
He's some modes like this. And the fight could fight.
Too low blow. Some of those were. We don't know about this.
These punches at the punches in recent. If he can trap Roy on the rope.
He contributed to more. Lands it up.
It is going to be a very effective punch, I think, for him going down the stretch.
Combi box numbers in round. Adds confidence early is probably good.
Very sharp.
By Felix Trinidad.
He's not able to rely on his athleticism to the extent Roy was. Not skills tailored to his
the left hand. Moment thing to see if over the long haul, Trinidad.
That's Trinidad.
Yeah, it Holmes against Muhammad Ali, the faded genius artiste who no longer had.
Years.
Exactly. Who either didn't think it would serve him or who just didn't need it. Right, Emmanuel?
Fight. I like the way he's fighting. I thought he would leave, but he's actually going for it. Both guys are really a good fight at this stage of their career. Particularly.
Good body shots by Trinidad. Jones feels. Power shots. That's good fighting. To the point, he said, if I can't knock him out, up the gloves. Rounds, Emmanuel.
Actually, Roy is going to be, like I said, out of those, like the second fight between her.
Jones has never had a bad habit at it.
Maybe baiting Trinidad.
His hand speed seems to be very. Both guys are punching with good speed.
Ajamu. And Jones smiles.
And he landed the left hook.
As if to say, I can take your body shot. And now lands the left.
Throwing a lot of wasted punches as he felt he had a target. Fighting a very intelligent.
Is a punch.
Trinidad 16 out of 44. Jones 12 out of 36.
Tito Trinidad in front of him. I mean, and Roy's not boxing. Smacking him with the hardest shot. Tito Trinidad's winning this fight.
And discussed.
I don't see the fight the same way, landing the clean punches, but Trinidad's the guy going forward does not mean that Roy is the boxer. You can
knockout.
Yeah, and he was quite at him. Maybe I really should hang him up. Only there's no Trinidad is going to be embarrassed or blown out in some way.
Yeah, I see the clean punch, maybe harder shots, largely blocked.
After a straight right hand, Jones has sort of reversed the momentum. Good straight. Got to give Roy credit, he is using. Jones visibly stepping up his power shot output in that round. Roy Jones, the Letterman card.
Particularly with the right hand, and he seems to.
An excuse for the absence of the knock.
With your comment last round.
I got a question. Did McCann low blow or simply give Jones time?
As Roy gets close, his head problem with straight punches coming from boxers. I think it's going to be a made for Trinidad.
And Roy shakes his head after. Well, I got a question though. A man chance to land his right hand. Is he the left hook?
I don't think.
Trinidad's punches lost some steam in the last two. Low arc.
And Jones seems to have respect for their power.
Violent fight between the 39-year-old Roy Jones and the 35 I expected to see. Unbelievably close. Referee, you would say, Mercanti.
Yeah, he's really not hitting him, make you say it, we call it. And after a while, that you lose, it leaves you kind of take it.
Fernando Vargas for 2 weeks.
Thought those hooks to the body.
On a straight right hand.
And he's not jabbing all at all, using his left hook and all of the.
For Felix Trinidad.
Yes,
no for an answer on that.
Yeah, simply by outworking Roy.
Well,
All Roy has to do is throw the punches.
since they land with good left hook by Jones. Jones. But it was beautiful, wasn't it? Power shots in round 6. Trinidad 8 out of 25.
Roy's
Jones.
brilliance when he starts Trinidad. Let Trinidad pound. So anyway,
To me, I think Roy still is
I
there.
think Harold Letterman, I've given maybe a round or two, could argue 2 rounds to Trinidad. Out.
Perfect example, right?
And Trinidad is still.
His hands are too fast.
Roy Jones knocked out in this round.
Turns 2.
Energy in the wake of.
Roy would have finished him off at that time, but he's still spending about 50% on defense now, even at this
They
stage.
had to take a rest for about 45 seconds.
If Roy had a step to him right after that, I think Roy could have gotten him out of that probably, but he was.
It almost
Temple to me after that.
of the notion that still leading on the score. But there's another letter. Official scorer. Daughter, she'll score the fight. Other does. They were points on Keller well ahead in the fight. Necessarily agree. The guy who had Oscar De La Hoya beating Floyd Mayweather brings us back to Europe. That this is a subjective enterprise, and
As he retreats.
Him around because he's
A blocked hammer, and that's with his elbows, but man.
because he just outworking him.
seconds ago, Trinidad Jones unleashes the right hand.
Roy
looking to land another shot. It's amazing. If he were a stricter dad, may already have accrued penalty. Way to create space. Jones blocks, maybe in a way that only guys with tremendous depth of background and knowledge can do, but
Austin Olympics in '88, which is very unusual. Murkison, he had a major relationship with him. He lets Roy have.
say why?
Yeah.
Because Murkison.
No, he works great.
fastest fighter I've ever seen. See it coming. Fighting brain. Just smart fighter.
Trinidad is doing exactly in desperation, trying to create.
As you give Jones a chance to
Got
count.
himself out the corner, especially those wide right here.
After a very differential has shown inspired to show us.
Yet why a lot of people consider
I would fight the best fight out.
the outcome of this fight win at their best, but maybe we're getting a result.
Well, if the fight is pleasing, Max, if William sympathetic. 9 by CompuBox count. Jones 15 out of 30. Trinidad 9 out of 27 with power shot. This much action.
684. Jim, I gotta tell you, that's all there is.
And sizzling hook he's thrown in a while.
That may have affected Jones. It's interesting. I agree with walking Trinidad down, which is
You know, after he lands.
That's a choice. And it's becoming. Wondered, well, if Felix retirement after 2. That's the rematch that's been talked about frequently. Yesterday, he said Oscar doesn't want the matchup. And, of course, he has promised his Puerto Rican wife that he will never fight another Puerto Rican fighter. Widely reported that De La Hoya was Puerto Rico's Miguel Cotto. Why isn't Tito Trinidad fighting Oscar?
I think they will eventually fight out of options. So why play options for either?
Quality of the fight go down if Trinidad's here.
But I think the name on the billboard, on the sells.
Within the past few days, contemplating another fight and is a rematch with Pretty Boy Floyd. There's been something of a phony Roy Jones fighting for the 56th time. Erase some of the memories. Hasn't yet produced that. Dedicated himself.
And in his corner, listen to him. He's resigned himself to that. Even in the last knockdown, I didn't think he was hurt Trinidad, but hasn't been seriously hurt, and that was for a brief second.
All of his career, been more of a sharp puncher than a heavy puncher.
Yes.
In a weird way, to this and say, look, Roy herself, and scouts can't just be thrown away.
As always, as the result of going up to come back down in the light heavyweight.
With Johnson, it was way too soon.
In fact, 59 years old, and
Who hadn't fought in 2.5.
Nice fight, boys. Nice fight.
All to the winner by unanimous decision, Roy Jones.